All you gotta do is plug it into your OBD2 port.
It ain't supposed to do that. We're just out here with our butt dynos, just telling them how much better this truck is. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be installing a superchips handheld tuner on Brandon's truck right here. It's a 2004 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ. It is two-wheel drive, but we are lifted on an 8-inch super lift with a 2-inch level, 24x14s and 35-inch amp MTs. Brandon lifted the truck, and you guys know with these new trucks they have the 4-cylinder and the 8-cylinder mode where they drop from 8 cylinders down to 4 cylinders all the time. And a lot of reasons why guys tune out that 4-cylinder to 8-cylinder. It's called what, AFR or some shit like that?
AFM.
AFM. A lot of reason why guys tune that out is to get exhaust done. When you get exhaust done, it goes down to that 4-cylinder. It makes an awful sound. Sounds like a 4-cylinder. And it helps with like lifters and shit, doesn't it? Yeah. Helps with having lifter issues and everything like that. So a lot of the guys tune out from the V8 to the V4. I don't have to worry about that. But Brandon has been having this issue since he got the truck, and wants to get exhaust done. I mean, he's got it lifted, got nice tires on it, nice rims, got a nice lift. And truck looks good now, but it doesn't sound like a truck, and that's the biggest issue. You got this nice looking truck, you come out and start it, and you can't even hear it. You want to be able to hear that nice lifted truck, but he didn't want to get exhaust done, and then when it go into 4-cylinder mode, it sounded like a clapped out Ford Ranger. So we are getting this superchips tuner right here installed. Brandon's reading some instructions to make sure we know how to do everything before we show you guys how to do it wrong. Brandon did get some 0 to 60 clips of the truck before the tune. So on the 35s, it's not stock tire, so I mean, if you're stock height or anything like that, your time's probably going to be a little bit different. But he did get a 0 to 60 on the 35s and the 24x14s, and he did track his fuel mileage the whole way up here. He drove 3 hours from Central Florida up to my house here in Georgia, tracked the fuel mileage the entire way. And now, once we get the tuner installed, we're going to show you guys how to do that. We're also going to do some 0 to 60s, and then on his way back home, he's going to let me know how the truck did gas mileage wise. If it went up, if it went down, what all changes. So we're going to get to installing this tuner.
All you gotta do is plug it into your OBD2 port with
YouTube conception. Alright, so all we do is just plug it in, turn the key forward, and that's basically it. Although you guys are watching a YouTube video, we just watched a YouTube video.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, we're a little bit more in depth. But I will tell you guys from experience, the Diablo Sport tuner I had, the higher octane fuel tunes did not do anything beneficiary. I think that's how you pronounce that. Something like that. It didn't benefit the truck at all. The 87 tune, it gave it some power. I was able to spin tires a lot easier and everything like that. I was getting like a mile or two per gallon more, and I was still paying for 87. The 91 octane tune and like 93 and everything were giving me better miles per gallon and a slight bit more of power, but I was paying a lot more for gas, so it kind of canceled itself out. So Brandon's gonna do the 87 tunes. That's what he has in his tank right now.
The tune options are stock with options, 87 octane, towing, and 91 or higher. It's a performance tune. It takes a little bit. Just plug it up, turn the key, and go through the options. Unless you really know what you're doing, stock with options, you're not going to want to mess with. That's going to be somebody who is a certified technician to do.
Someone that understands the parameters that you can exceed and change. As you start changing spark and stuff like that, you can do damage to your motor. So I do not suggest messing with stuff like that unless you're certified or you know exactly what you're doing. We are not liable, myself, Aaron Cates, or Brandon, for anything that you do to your vehicle. If you do this, do it on your own terms, under your own supervision, with your own professional support or anything like that. We are not liable if you tune your truck and you sling a rod or anything like that. That is not our fault. That's a little rough right there. It ain't supposed to do that. Okay, so Brandon already had the key forward when he plugged the the tuner in, and it was not loading properly. And I said every time my Diablo took forever to load a tune, it says I did something wrong. So we waited like 20 minutes, and
Probably.
finally I was like, all right, let's unplug it. So he turned the key off, unplugged it, plugged it back in, and you have to follow it step by step. You plug it in, it'll turn on, goes to screen, you press OK, and it'll tell you to turn your key forward. You turn your key all the way to the run position, but do not start it, and it'll go through the process. It'll load that screen like I told you guys, or like I just showed you guys. It's doing it again.
And now it says reading trans.
So it's reading the transmission right now, but literally it was just loading your vehicle application. Please wait. It was stuck on step 4 for good like 20-25 minutes until finally we redid it. But tuning is always scary because you're afraid to unplug something and mess something up and your vehicle not start. Stock file has been saved. Please wait.
Okay, now we're in the tuning options. So this is going to be like a mileage tune. I don't think this one disables the AFM. So we're going to go to 87 octane. It's designed for non-towing, 87 or higher fuel. We have 87. Customize options. I'm going to hit yes.
Oh yeah, you can take out your speed limiter. You can change your tire size.
Speed limiter. Raised value.
Okay, and then tire size. You still have stock gear ratio. This will correct your speedometer too, guys. If you're not sure about why you have to do this, changing your tire size will correct your speedometer. Don't want to mess with any of that.
Everything there I'm going to leave.
AFM, disable.
Shift torque.
I wouldn't mess with
I
anything.
think we're going to leave all that. We're going to leave all this the same. I do have factory gears. Rev limiter, I'm going to keep that the same. So
You might have to go all the way down to the bottom.
yeah. Throttle boost. We don't have turbo, so let's shift torque. We're going to be good there. Don't mess with anything if you're not comfortable with it.
Yeah, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, guys, I do not suggest changing things. Tire size and stuff like that isn't going to hurt your motor. But you start changing your shift points in your transmission, you might mess up your trans. You start changing spark and everything like that, your throttle percentage and everything, you're going to mess up your motor if you don't know what you're doing.
So now it should have, yep, it's going to load the tune.
But guys, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, follow this tuner step by step. Plug it in, wait for it to tell you to turn your key forward, then everything it tells you to do it. And do it exactly how it says, because that's how it was designed. And God forbid you go off track and something were to mess up. If you didn't follow it step by step, it is completely your fault. Flashback, or not Flashback, but Superchips has been doing this for a very long time. They know it works. Superchips has been around for a while. Resetting the vehicle, please wait. There, it's going again. Turn ignition off. Press OK. It's crazy like how similar tunes are, because Diablo is just like this.
Yeah.
I know my Diablo would tell me to turn the key back on. Yep. Literally was about to say it. And it'll say finished after this, it should. Oh, well, ignition off again. Oh, that was a good sound.
It's now installed.
Awesome.
Now that you're back at the home screen, you can unplug it, or you can do
Another tune.
You can mess with the info on it, settings, stuff like that. This is just going to tell you your vehicle info. It's going to read you your VIN, what kind of fuel you have, according to the tune, and this is going to be basically like a serial number. This is going to be VIN locked to your specific VIN, so you can only use it for one vehicle.
Unless you set the truck back to stock, right?
Yeah, if you set it back to stock, well, I think it still might be VIN locked, but you'd have to send it to Superchips and have them restore it.
Because I know with like Hydra and everything for my truck, You can buy a tuner from someone else and you can actually pay $150 to have it unlocked. So I assume it's probably the same way for that.
All right, we're gonna go for a little drive and see how much of a difference this makes. On the way here, driving about 75 miles an hour, I was getting 11 miles to the gallon. So
that's on 35s and 24x14s.
In city, I'm getting around 13, so we're gonna see about where we sit at.
Well, that was the first good sign.
Start right up.
The truck started.
No engine lights. It did say service stable track, but I think that's because
probably changed tire size.
Yeah. Gets up just like it did.
You notice any different throttle response or anything?
We'll test it out here in just a minute. It's not going into V4 mode. Having bigger wheels and tires on a lift on your truck will keep it from going into V4 mode at higher speeds. Lower speeds, it will still go into V4.
And Mexico got a lot nicer last time I was here. They've got street signs and everything now. They really are putting Dollar Generals everywhere. They even have them in Cozumel. Oh, I can tell you if we're going the right speed because I have that speedometer app that works by GPS.
It's got a lot more get up. We're already going 70.
What does your dash say? Exactly 70?
Yeah.
Alright, my app says 67, but I also only have 1 bar of LTE, so it might be my app.
So I was going 75 miles an hour on the way here, and getting 11 miles to the gallon, and getting 17 right now.
So my app says at a consistent 67. Your dash says 70.
Yeah.
Hell, that'll be better for gas mileage. Maybe that's how you do gas mileage out of tunes, is they put your speedometer higher than it's supposed to be, so when you think you're going fast, you're actually going slower, so you're saving on gas.
Yeah.
Reverse psychology. These tuning companies are scamming us. They're taking our money and telling us we're getting better miles per gallon, but they're really just adjusting our speedometer to make us think we're going faster. Bad boys, what you gonna do?
I'm only just barely on the gas, and it's accelerating very well.
We're just out here with our butt dynos, just tell them how much better this truck is. And it's all straight open road now. Happy with it so far?
Oh yeah. I'm getting better gas mileage than I was going 10 miles an hour faster. So 80 miles an hour, I would be at about 2,200 to 2,500 RPM. I'm under 2,000. Unless you go up a hill and accelerate. That's crazy.
What, the difference it made in the RPM, or?
Yeah, the difference in the RPM and just the get up in general. There's
no way that's fucking accurate. 60 miles an hour, 18 miles per gallon, 20 miles per gallon, 21, 22.
That's on a flat road.
22 miles per gallon on 35s. What?
Now where I drive for work, I don't know if some of y'all might not know what roundabouts are, but there's a lot of roundabouts. So it's constantly driving, slowing down, going around in a circle, driving, slowing down. So city, I was only getting maybe 12, 13 miles to the gallon. So I'm curious to see how that does.
0 to 60 test.
That's already a lot faster. I know it.
That was actually pretty good. That was pretty good for a truck on 35s. See, now we just got to do exhaust on it.
That would be next. I just need to decide if I'm going to do
true duals.
If I'm going to do duals or single. If I do single, I would do from 30 the third cat back, if I do duals, I'll have a custom wide pipe made in order to run that X pipe. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Single or dual?
Everyone's gonna say dual.
If it's dual, it's gonna be X pipe. Single, it'd be from the third cat back with a gnarly ass muffler. Just let me know.
And guys, if you haven't already, if you watch this channel for a while, you probably are already following, but go follow Brandon on Instagram at BrandonLTZ. There's an _LTZ. Brandon _LTZ. I'll have it up on the screen. But anything Brandon ever does to his truck, we did it on the channel. He had his 2007 classic cat eye on the 24x14s and 33s. Now he does 2014 on 24x14s and 35s. So, what do you think about the tuner?
Very good. I would definitely recommend it. I can already say 0 to 60 time was cut down by about half between stock and just a simple 87 tune. So
now I am going to throw up on screen, you guys have probably already seen it, the 0 to 60 of stock versus 0 to 60 with the tune, and I am going to have a timer running on both of them so you can see the official time from when the truck takes off to when the truck stops. Now this isn't 100% accurate. The 100% accurate way is to have like a draggy or something like that that goes in your OBD2 port and can calculate when you hit the gas pedal to when your speedometer hits 60 miles an hour. That's going to pinpoint your exact speed, but this is going to be pretty damn close. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will have a link down in the description below of where you can buy the Superchips tuner. Now this was not sent out, sponsored in any way whatsoever. Brandon paid full price for this tuner. I was reaching out to a bunch of companies trying to get a tuner for this truck, but you know, getting in touch with tuning companies for stuff like that is pretty hard to do because a lot of tuning companies already have their own YouTube channels and everything like that. So getting tuning products sponsored is actually a very difficult thing. So most tuning videos that you guys are going to see on this channel are going to be paid for full price. My Diablo Sport that I used to have, I paid full price for. His Superchips and the Hydra tuner that I'm going to end up getting for that, probably all going to be full price. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time watching this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, or at least go check out the channel and see if there's any other videos that catch your attention. While you're down there, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment down below what you guys want to see, and don't forget to leave Brandon a comment on what exhaust he should do on the truck now that he's got it tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
that's already a lot faster. I know it.
Okay, so this is obviously future Aaron. In the butt dyno in the truck, it felt quicker, it felt torquier, but this is Brandon's truck. I don't drive it. I only ride in it when he comes up to my house or I go down and see him. So it felt quicker to me. He said it felt 100 times quicker, that it shaved the 0 to 60 in half, but you guys saw with video evidence, 0 to 60 before the tuner was 7.09 seconds. After the tuner, it was 8.05. So after the tuner was actually slower, but his fuel economy is better. He turned off AFM, the active fuel management, or DOD, or whatever you want to call it. It no longer drops down to 4 cylinders, which is nice. He was able to take off his speed limiter. He was able to change his tire size in it. So really, it's mainly worth it to change the AFM, or the AFM or the DOD. But guys, this isn't a sponsored video or anything like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like Brandon said, drop some comments down below what type of exhaust you guys want to see on his truck. He's still planning on doing it. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.